What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am down here in Kansas today. This farm might look familiar to you. We actually did the how to make a mineral site video on this farm, but today it is finally fall food plot season, and I'm super excited because I absolutely love planting fall food plots. You know, over the years, they have really helped myself and my family take a number of great bucks. I love being able to jump on the tractor and get this seed in the ground and watch these plants grow. Speaking of seeds and growing, today we are going to be planting some Rackham Radish Pro from Evolved Harvest. This is a seed mix that I have used in the past and had really good success with. It's got Dakin radishes in it. We all know deer love radishes. T-Raptor Rape, which is a really good high protein Brassica, really good leafy tops. And then we also have a hybrid turnip in here. And we all know that turnips in the late season, man, the deer just absolutely hammer them. So this is a really good mix. It's gonna get you all the way through the fall and into the winter, as long as you have plenty of acreage planted and you don't have just a crazy high deer number. But I want to talk to you guys kind of about brassicas if you've never planted them before, and kind of show you how to plant them. There's a few different ways. Today we're using the seeder here. This can actually be a no-till drill or a seeder, but we have it set up to be a seeder right now. And basically what that means is once I have this thing set, the seed is going to fall down in here in kind of a metal plate. The seed is just going to kind of scatter then evenly onto the ground. And then this cultipacker here on the back is going to push that seed into the ground, creating great soil to seed contact. My dad came in here yesterday and just lightly disced up the soil. Nothing crazy. We just kind of wanted to loosen up that soil just a little bit. This was rye last year and we didn't plant anything this spring. We just hit it with a couple doses of glyphosate to keep the weeds down, and it did just fine over the summer. Now some of you guys are probably thinking, well, Cody, that's all fine and dandy, but I don't have a seeder, I don't have a drill, so how do I get my brassicas in the ground? Well, the nice thing about brassicas in general is they're fairly easy to get established. I have literally just came in and done like a no-till method basically, to where I came in here with like a backpack sprayer and sprayed some glyphosate in a small area, maybe say a 1/4 acre, and got the weeds and grass killed. And then I came in here with a backpack sprayer or a hand spreader and just put it out on the ground right before a rain and had a pretty decent food plot. You can try that. If you have a disc, but you don't have a drill or a seeder like this, you could come in here and disc it up and sow your seeds onto the ground with a backpack spreader or a hand spreader, something like that. And then go over it with a harrow or a cultipacker. There's lots of different ways to get brassicas in the ground. You can actually drill them with a no-till drill as well. I like to use the seeder or the broadcast method. Okay, so before we get this seeder here filled up with the Rackham radish, I want to explain just real quick why we are planting these food plots, or why they're located right here, I should say. And basically, years ago, when we put these plots in here, we wanted to create a very safe sanctuary staging zone for these deer before they head out into the production agriculture fields. There's a big cornfield out here. It's corn bean rotation. And then actually on the other side of the road over here, there's a big alfalfa field. And those deer love to go out there. But before, these deer would basically kind of just come out here. There was no rhyme or reason to what they do. They just kind of go through this pasture in all sorts of different areas heading out there, and it was very hard to narrow them down. So we came in here and I looked at Hunt Stand, and I'm telling you what, guys, where we've put these food plots, it was kind of a little bit of a natural funnel just because of how the land lays. But we really created a hot spot right here, guys, a staging area where these deer feel extremely safe. And the key to that also is it's really close to bedding. Just right over here is a really nice creek bottom. We've went in there over the years as well and done some TSI and created some fantastic bedding. And these deer literally can get up out of their bed and walk 60, 80 yards at most and be right here in these food plots where they can feel safe before heading out to the agriculture fields. So if you guys are looking for a place to put a new food plot, a fall plot, whatever on you guys' farms, really try to find an area where the deer can feel comfortable, that is very close to bedding, and they're already kind of naturally coming through that area, maybe heading out to production ag fields, maybe they're heading to a pond or some sort of destination area. So these deer can come out here, they're gonna spend a ton of time right in this area where we have a blind here, a blind over here, a couple different tree stands. We've even put a pond over here that kind of sweetens the pot. So these deer just feel super safe here. It's a high attraction area right here. And we have it all set up for every wind possible. And I'm telling you what, guys, over the years, we've been very, very successful right here in this place. I've actually killed 2 of my biggest bucks right here on this farm. And it's just been an awesome place over the years. And we really have a good buck in here this year that I'm hoping myself or one of my family members can take. We're getting several pictures of him up here on the Boss Buck feeder. So hopefully he's in the area. Once this Rackham Radish Pro gets coming up here, he's gonna have a lot of really good food right here. And maybe even in the early season, we can get him taken right here off one of these food plots. So without further ado, guys, let's get this thing filled up and get to planting. All right, guys, I just finished up. Tractor's back here behind me. I just wanted to show you this plot. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I finished up here on what we call the top plot. And man, does it look awesome. As you can see, that cedar just does a fantastic job. Should be perfect. Before we go here, guys, I wanted to give you one more tip with brassicas, and that is please make sure you do not put too much seed down. You don't want your brassicas to be too thick, because then you're not going to get those big tubers you want. You're not going to get the big radishes and the big turnips you want. You want them evenly spaced out. So definitely make sure you read the bag, talk to whomever you're getting the seed from, possibly if it's local, something like that, and see what they recommend as far as seed rating goes. This turned out absolutely perfect from what I had at the cedar set. So I'm excited, guys. This is done. We've got rain coming in a couple days. We'll get down here and get some fertilizer on this, and we should have an absolutely amazing Rackham Radish Pro food plot in here in just a few days. So we got that big buck in here we're after. It's a deer I've got several years of history with. I actually made my wife pass him out of this blind right here, I think 3 years ago, and he was right here at point blank, but we didn't know if he was 3 or 4, and regardless, we wanted him to go. But now we're pretty sure he is a big old 6-year-old tank, and I've been getting into him right here. Whole bunch of pictures of him right here on a muddy camera on that Boss Buck feeder. So get some rain. I pray to God we get some rain, and hopefully This will come up fantastic. We'll get him in here. He'll have everything he needs. We've got the water down there, the feeder. We've got the Rackham Radish Pro. It's hopefully going to grow if we can get some rain, and he should be in here, guys. And hopefully we can get him killed early season. Either my dad or Whitney, possibly early season with a muzzleloader, or possibly me with a bow. Maybe I'll even pick up a muzzleloader this year. I don't know. I haven't shot a deer for a while with a muzzleloader, so we'll see what happens. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed doing it for you guys. Hope you guys learned something. Get out there, get them fall food plots in. God bless, guys, and we'll see you in the next tips and tactics video.